Joanna Higgs Ross was the first woman to graduate from the arts program at the University of Tennessee Knoxville. As a graduate student, she began showing with some of the professors who morphed in the 1950s into a group that became known as the Knoxville Seven. And they were working in abstract expressionism, which in Appalachia and throughout the South was something unheard of. And Joanna, because of the quality of her art, was invited to exhibit with these male professors from the university and the community, and she was breaking the glass ceiling.
When they decided to start the Knoxville Seven, I think it was Holly Stevens that told me they wanted me to be part of it. And I said something like, why, you know?
Joanna has had a long career going back to the 1950s, and she has contributed through many decades, both by her work that she did in Knoxville. She taught at Lambeth from about 1961 to 1983, and she's been painting in Nashville since then. So she's crossed all three of the grand divisions of the state. She's worked with students for many years, teaching them and friends to paint, and as a result of that, she has a long and very distinguished career.
I think that she is just such a great story of artistic perseverance, someone who is so committed to what they're doing that they do it regardless of who may be watching or taking note or coming to the studio, buying the art, wanting to show it.
Some people like to do very minute, realistic things, but I kind of like things like I'm working on now, that you just kind of throw something on there and scrub it around and sit down and look at it and get up and cover that up and do something else, and that's just how I do it.
She used these angular strokes that appeared to be laid down with great force and energy, and they were all running at more or less 45-degree angles to one another. And so it seems like, depending on the subject, depending on her feeling, depending on the scale of the composition, she can ramp that up or dampen it down. When she came here to speak, we had to do a lot of coaxing to get her to agree to do that. But when she did it, she charmed everyone. There were a lot of younger artists who were, I think, really in great admiration, rightly so.
I just like to do it, like to make things and paint. It wasn't because I'm so good at it, it was just that I like to do it. It's kind of how it is now, I think. It's always been that way.